today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Philip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? But that's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
Hey, Bolt 66. Hey, check it.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Philip Rivers.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down, run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Campbell making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the
on 2nd and 12, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Returnable for Watson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it in that. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Going deep this time for Miller. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 25-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rds and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
He was brought
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
1st down.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Again, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And an incomplete pass.
Rivers pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
No, 66. Alert. Malcolm. 53, Linda. Hey, Alabama. Gold bandit. Gold 50. It's coming, double up. Watch the safety. Hey, Alabama. Ozzy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 42 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's something we've said a million times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Watson. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football. There's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And much of the talk leading up to this one surrounding our quarterbacks. 2 great veterans. Tom Brady out there now. Phillip Rivers over on the Colts sideline. In 8 starts against one another, including 3 in the playoffs, Brady has never lost to Phillip Rivers. He's a perfect 8-0 in those matchups. Mentioned that to Phillip Rivers before the game. Smiled, shook his head, and just kept on walking. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To Evans on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. On 2nd and goal. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
41. Colts, nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On on 2nd and 7. Rivers, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the gun, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the Colts first down.
Rivers again. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Rivers pass.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the 16, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. His pass caught at the 4.
Rivers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. About a half yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
7-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
Is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
41.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Still on his feet. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. To throw is Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.